we're finally seeing some positive news and some bullish movement for our cryptocurrencies. So if we take a look at current prices, we have Bitcoin at 88,352. We have Ethereum that held and is looking strong above the $2,000 at $2,089. Then we have XRP at $2.46. We then have BNB at 638 and Solana at 142. So in the past 7 days, we have green all over the board right here. And that is also showing on the Fear and Greed Index, which is finally above the 20. We stayed in the 20s for quite a while now, 2, maybe 3 weeks before we stepped back at the low 30s. So is this a good sign, or is this, as I said in the last video, just a dead cat bounce? Well, we are still too early to know, but what we know is that a lot of people got liquidated, a lot of shorts got liquidated, and we can see that 74% of all shorts, so $193 million were liquidated this past 24 hours. And most of them were Bitcoin. 66 million out of the 259, they were long positions liquidated, but not on Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana, actually on smaller coins like Peanut, Jelly, and mostly meme coins. These were what were liquidating longs the past 24 hours. By looking at the charts, we are seeing some volume right here on the daily. For Ethereum, you can see Ethereum back at almost 2100, going above the average for the Bollinger Bands and also above the 9 EMA. So strong momentum. We see some volume. The RSI is looking to go above the 50. So right now in neutral zone, but maybe looking to get a little bullish. This is interesting because it looks right now that we held that 1900, which was a critical spot for Ethereum. Now moving right here to Bitcoin. Bitcoin went above the 200 EMA right now, and now we have the 100 moving average next. So the 9 moving average is already below, which is that yellow one. The 200 is also below now, and now we're looking for the 100 moving average, which is on the top of the Bollinger, which currently is at $90,000. And we also have a very good channel right here on the daily. You can see it clearly right here that is pushing Bitcoin up with higher lows and higher highs. So maybe we could see strength right here. Yesterday we had 0 volume. Today we seem to have a little bit more volume, 2 billion so far. So that is good. That is something that we like to see, but we still have to wait for other confirmations. But very good that we held these numbers for Bitcoin as well. Now looking at Solana again, also in the green. So 146.04 right now. You can see, we can kind of see like Bitcoin, a channel right here that holding Bitcoin in a sideways range right here, but we are below the averages. So the 200 and the 100 EMA, they crossed right here. So most likely we are going to see them being tested maybe at this point right here at the $150 should be where the price of Solana will meet the averages, maybe hold on to it. Who knows? But so far we are above on the RSI levels right here. So now it's a matter of waiting to see if we're gonna move from a neutral position on the RSI, from a low volume right here that we see. Look at how small the volume is compared to other days. Like for example, November, January, and February, where we had some volume. We're not seeing that volume anymore. So we have to wait and see what the market throws at us. If we're gonna go back towards the oversold, or we're gonna look for overbought here on the RSI. And if the volume follows us, then we can take our positions then. On the heat map for Bitcoin, guess what? We are bullish right here. This, for me, is a huge cluster that is pushing Bitcoin towards the almost $90,000. So we have in the 24 hours this huge spot for us to reach, which is around the 89,300, 89,400. If we switch over to Ethereum, well, on Ethereum, we are looking strong as well at the 2115. So maybe we're going to be looking at it today. Who knows? If we lose that momentum, we are going to start catching these bottoms. So we're going to see 2050, then we're going to see 2000 once again, and all the way down to 1970. So hopefully the Bitcoin momentum, Solana momentum, and all these other altcoins push Ethereum above as well. For Solana, things are a little bit different. We do have heat right here above the current price, but guess what? The most amount of liquidation leverage is below at 136. So this could be bearish right now for Solana, but we have to wait to see if other altcoins are going to push, and then these guys right here are just going to be untouched for now, or if Solana is going to lose that momentum, it's going to touch this top of the Bollinger right here, flip over, and then start looking back at the moving average in the center right here. So looking back at the average at 130. So for us, we have to keep an eye on this right now. If you didn't catch the movement before, now it's just time for you to wait before catching the movement if you're trading dailies or if you're trading short time frames. Now, if you're just spot holding or just longing, well, maybe this is a good time if it fits your analysis for you to long your asset of choice if it shows any bullish signs. But that being said, if you're not trying to trade right now, if you're too scared to put your money in the market right now and you're holding stablecoins, you do have indeed your stablecoin farm where you could be depositing USDC, USDT, or maybe you're on Uniswap V3, concentrated liquidity, whatever that is. If it is stablecoin only, you're most likely looking at 10% at highest, maybe 12%, 13% if you're going to any one of these very weird and unknown blockchains right there, where they're offering you incentives for you to use their blockchain and their protocol. But I can show you right here that on stablecoins, on Bitopics, USDT or USDC, we are making so far 80% in 1 year and less than 1 year. Our projection is to make 100% or close to 100% APY in 1 year. So we started May last year and now we have already 80% in profits in our copy trading. So it is a stablecoin only strategy and we're using spreads to make this happen. So we're using derivatives, we're using options, but you deposit and you withdraw stablecoins only. It's pretty much like trading stablecoins for you. So this is as passive as it gets, and without having to do flywheel, without having to do borrowing and lending, we can get you almost 100% on your stablecoin. So I don't think you're going to find anything like this anywhere else. So if you want to check it out, the link is the first one in the description. This will be a shorter video, but I'll see you guys in the next one so we can dive deeper into crypto and into DeFi. Thank you very much, and I'll see you guys then. Peace.